Hi, this is Larry Siegel with TV Worth Watching, sitting in for David Bianculli, who's taking a few days rest. For those of you who go to tvworthwatching.com and read Best Bets, you'll know that David's taking a few days after getting his second inoculation for the COVID vaccine. He did send a note, however, because he does thank you for all your notes and wants you to know that he's happy you're thinking of him. He sent a note using the best technology that he knows, the technology that he's most familiar with. He sent me a Western Union telegram. I'll read it to you. Recovering from Moderna 2, stop. Feeling better each day, stop. Appreciate your kind words, but as far as your worries, stop. Thank you, David. I know those words mean a lot. He also did send along his Best TV Tomorrow choices, and it is plural. First, Decades is running a weekend marathon of the 1960s series The Saint. It ran from 1962 to 1969. The titular character has the name Simon Templar, and it's based on a literary character, a sleuth created in the 1920s. Here he's played by Roger Moore, who actually wanted to own the rights to the books and use that to shoot a series. Eventually, as the star of the show, he did co-own the series. The Saint, in fact, starts off as a mystery, but eventually the character becomes a kind of secret agent. In fact, twice during the series run, Roger Moore was asked to play the role of the movie James Bond. Had to turn it down because he was doing the series. Eventually, 3 years after the series, 1972, Roger Moore became James Bond in Live and Let Die. But here in The Saint, you can kind of see a proto-James Bond kind of character, kind of giving an indication to the kind of James Bond Roger Moore would play. What's your ranking order of favorite Bond actors? I'm going to list mine here in the comments and get you started, but why don't you go ahead in the comments and list yours? Would love to know. But if all this sleuthing and spy stuff is just monkey business to you, then I point you to TCM, also on Sunday, with Inherit the Wind. The 1960 film, starring Spencer Tracy and directed by Stanley Kramer, while ostensibly about the 1925 Scopes monkey trial and the teaching of Darwinism, watch this instead as a rebuke of McCarthyism and the devaluing of intellectual discourse. It's no coincidence the co-scriptwriter, Nedrick Young, had been earlier blacklisted. Devaluing intellectual discourse sound familiar? Maybe Young's response back then can apply today. His response was from Proverbs 11:29, and he said, "He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind."